Welcome back to the Data Protection Diaries. Welcome back to the vlog. You're gonna have to forgive me today. I am a hot mess. It is very, very warm in our office. Pretty sure my t-shirt has got a little bit of ice cream on it as well. So for all of those things, forgive me. But thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for coming to listen today. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe, of course. Like this video, comment down below if you enjoy it, if you've got anything to add. Of course, if you're not new to the channel, welcome back. Make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, do all those fabulous things. I want to talk to you about security incidents, but not security incidents as in what they are or how to report them, but how to react to a security incident from a personal and a professional perspective. That's something that doesn't really usually get covered. Usually people tend to talk about what to do in the event of an incident, how to report it, how to deal with it, what kind of information you should be collecting. But I want to take a more human view. I want to take look at how people feel when there is an incident and look at how people react to that, because I think that's important. I think that's something that actually gets missed when people and companies are dealing with these kind of things. Security incidents. If you're watching these videos, and certainly if you're one of the regular viewers, you're obviously going to be aware of what a security incident is and what that can potentially mean for an organization, or of course the individuals whose information has potentially been involved in that breach. We could be talking about regulatory action, we could be talking potentially about fines, we could be talking about reputational damage just from an organizational perspective. From an individual's perspective, we could be talking about harm, distress, we could be talking about sensitive private information that's being shared out in the world. We could just be talking about being constantly bombarded by phishing emails, smishing, text messages, all these different sort of things. What tends to get missed is the people behind that incident, so the people behind what happened. Potentially the people that caused that incident or were involved in how that particular incident came to fruition. And that's really what I want to talk about today. Why is it important? Why does it even matter what somebody did? Why does it matter how they feel? Well, it matters greatly. And it matters greatly because when you're looking at security incidents, when you're looking at your organization and you're looking at how an organization deals with these kind of things, what you're looking at is culture. So you're looking at how to address that issue, how to potentially stop that issue from happening again, but also how to engender the organization and the people within it to not be scared to report things, to be able to deal with things and to feel like they are supported. Because behind every single one of these breaches, no matter how big, how small, how trivial, there is an individual. Somebody somewhere has done something wrong. Maybe they forgot to apply a patch. Maybe they CC'd somebody in on the wrong email. Maybe they were in a rush because they were trying to catch up with a deadline, or they were trying to finish a particular piece of work and they emailed some information to the wrong place. Maybe they forgot to lock their computer. Maybe they left their laptop on a train and somebody picked it up and stole it. But all of these people are human. They have feelings. They have a viewpoint. They're gonna feel, in the main, potentially they're gonna feel guilty. They're gonna feel upset. They may feel frustrated by what's happened. So what's important is when an incident happens that we don't forget about the person who is behind that, the person that's behind that incident. And we don't forget about how that individual might be feeling. So if you're coming at this from an organizational perspective, there are two things for me that are important here. The first is understanding whether this was a malicious activity or whether it was a genuine accident. You treat that person is going to be very, very different. If somebody has maliciously tried to remove information from your organization, then they should be treated as such. You don't have to be nice about it. They can be sacked. Keep them away from other systems, other technologies. Don't let them have access to things. Suspend them. There's nothing wrong with that. Somebody's acting maliciously. But if somebody has accidentally done something, if somebody's inadvertently shared information, like treating them like a pariah, separating them from the business, calling them out in team meetings or management meetings, sending out emails, about the incident, and saying you've spoken to the person, making a post about it on LinkedIn. Anybody who takes information security and data protection seriously is going to feel a bit crap when something goes wrong, especially if they were behind it. And let's just not forget that these people are human. Now, if you're the person who was behind that incident, and I've been there, I've done that, I've sent emails to the wrong place, I've passed information to the wrong people, I've forgot to turn off cookies, I've given in my time bad advice that has led to complaints, just simply because I didn't understand something, or I hadn't taken enough time to question it, or I was pushed by a particular person within the organisation to provide advice in a certain way. To you, I say, don't take it personally. That's the first thing. Mistakes happen. Everybody gets stuff wrong. Things go wrong. People make mistakes. It's just what happens. What you do next is what's really important. Making sure that you don't make that mistake again. Learn from that. Pick out the points, pick out the markers where you can change, where you can do better. If you were being lazy, if you were being ignorant, if you should have done something, then learn from that and make sure you do it next time. If you did everything you possibly could and it was just a genuine mistake because you were busy, then that's fine. Don't beat yourself up about it. Nobody is going to come after you for a genuine mistake. If you did it maliciously, then I'm sorry, you get what you deserve. If you get sacked, if you get reported to the ICO, if somebody comes after you, for a criminal prosecution, that's just your fault. That's your problem. You did that. But if you didn't mean to do any harm, don't beat yourself up about it. Treat it as a learning. Treat it as an opportunity to change and move forward. And know that you are not the first. You are definitely not going to be the last person that's made a mistake. Stuff happens. Own up to it. Deal with it. Move on, but don't let it consume you. I know, for many of you, this is probably, I don't know, maybe this doesn't interest you, maybe this isn't the kind of content that you come here for. But for me, a couple of things that have just happened this week, I just felt that that's an important message that needs to be got out there. Stuff goes wrong. Stuff happens. Let's not make people feel awful for it. Let's deal with it. Let's move on. And just treat people, with respect. Treat them with decency. Be nice to people. And you'll find that stuff gets resolved a lot easier. As always, this is a fairly succinct view on the world. I'm sure many of you have got many different opinions. If you do enjoy this kind of content, do let me know in the comments down below. We can do more of this. We can do more of the how-tos. We can do more news. Let me know what you're enjoying. We'll have a look at that. But please do make sure that you subscribe. Obviously, click like, comment, do all those wonderful things. Thank you very much for watching. We really do appreciate it and look forward to speaking to you again soon. Cheers.